I'm Kevin Burge. I've been a EMT for 22 years now. I work at Plaquemines Parish government currently. I've been here 17 years. Been married to a wonderful lady named Linda Van Dyke. We've been together 20 years, been married for 17 years. I have one son, I have one stepson, I have two grandchildren and four step-grandchildren that all live on north of the lake. I'm the only one left in my family that lives on the South Shore.
So what's your favorite thing about your kids?
Just being around them. Do whatever, fishing, hunting, that's what we enjoy the most. They're hardworking. They provide for their families. They really don't need much. They're capable of taking care of their own, and that's one of the things I'm proud of them. I used to be a record driver, and laws were being changed with state police were coming in, inspecting trucks and making new rules and issuing out citations and all, and just really became a hassle of going to work and being pulled over by state police for these roadside inspections. And a lot of them had quit and went to EMT school. And so after a couple of years of it, I said, most of my friends, they're not driving records anymore. They're EMTs or paramedics. And I said, I'm tired of going through this with state police. I said, finally, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. So I went to EMT school at Delgado, and that's how I became an EMT. I had an instructor named Robin Brewer, who is no longer with us today. Very great instructor, demanded the best out of you. She didn't settle for just getting by. You did it her way, or you didn't do it at all. Yeah, she was very demanding that you do your best, and she was always there to help you. And as soon as I got my EMT, she asked me if I'd be interested in coming to work for Plaquemines Parish, and I told her yes. I put an application in, and but I never did hear anything. And time went on. I worked for two other services, and then one day I got a phone call. I was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and she said, "Kevin?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Hi, this is Robin." I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "I got your application here." She says, "I know it's 8 years old. You probably have another job. You're probably not interested anymore." And I said, "Working for the parish." And I said, "Yes, I am." And I told her, I said, "Look," she said, "Well, we have to interview." I said, "Robin," I said, "I'm in Hattiesburg, Mississippi." I said, "Give me 3 hours to get there." I said, "I'm leaving now." I said, "I'll be at your office in 3 hours." And then she said, "No, we'll just interview over the phone." So we interviewed over the phone, and after about an hour being on the phone with her, she says, "I'm gonna recommend that they hire you." And I was hired. I've been here on the East Bank now for 2.5 years. I used to be in the Venice area, and pretty much most of my career was in Venice. And about 2.5 years ago, I got transferred here to Pointe, Hache, and things have been great. I have no complaints. It's laid back, easygoing. Just do what you're supposed to do, respond to the calls, and And that's it. Pretty much that's it. I'd have to say one of the disadvantages working this side of the river is after 8 p.m., we can't get to the closest hospital to us, which would be Hache and West Bank, because the ferries don't run after 8 o'clock. Whereas during the daytime, if the ferries are running and they want to go to a closer hospital, we can actually catch the ferry and go across the ferry and bring them to a closer hospital. The advantages to me working on this side of the river is I have a paramedic partner that is with me. So in case we get a call where it's more severe, where somebody needs more medical attention than what I can provide, my partner is there to provide that need, whatever that person may need. Having somebody say, I remember you. You took care of my father, or you took care of my mother, and they come up and they thank you for it. You don't get that very often. I enjoy helping people. All the calls are pretty much rewarding. If the outcome is good for the patient, then it means you did your job.
Are there any specific calls that you can think about that stick out in your brain that kind of...
Yeah, you have good calls and you have bad calls. I've had a couple of bad calls that have stuck in my mind, that have haunted me, to where makes you go back after the call and critique the call and think, what could I have done different that might have had a better outcome? Things like that. And bottom line is you do what you're trained to do. And after that, it's in God's hands whether the person makes it or not.
If you could describe the people in this parish in one word, what would it be?
Very caring people, polite, friendly, always willing to go out their way to help you. You can't go by without them saying hi to you, waving to you, asking you how you been. If they don't see you, if you take vacation, you've been gone for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden they see you, the first thing they say, hey, where have you been? They're family oriented, and I'd have to say the majority of the people here have accepted me and my partner as their family. And that's rewarding. That makes us feel good, makes us feel that we're wanted. And it's part of the reason I come here every day. If I had anything to say to the community, it would be, don't stop being who you are. Continue to be caring like you are, loving like you are, friendly, polite, and just know that we're here for you if you ever need us. And a lot of y'all know where the station's at. If you need anything, you can just come to the station and knock on the door, and if we can assist you in any way, we will. This is what we're here for.